Hi. So, for October, I'm doing a few vlogs. The first one that I'm going to do is reading books about things that I'm scared of in real life. My counselor once told me that I need to just, face my fears. So, that's what I'm doing in this video. My main fears are dolls, mannequins, and heights. So that's what I'm going with in this video. I don't have any physical books to hold up because I'm going to do all of these through either ebook or audiobook. Mainly because I want to be able to turn off or close the book if it gets too nervous, and if it's staring at me on my shelf, it'll freak me out. So so I'm going to read 3 books in this. To face my fear of dolls, I'm going to read Annabelle by, I can't remember the author, but I will have the author's name by the time Ruby Jean Jensen. Yeah. I'm not going to say what these are about in the intro. I will get more into what they're about as I read the books in it. Yeah, so for dolls, it's going to be Annabelle. Then for my fear of mannequins, I'm just going to do the audiobook of Night of the Mannequins by Stephen Graham Jones, because it's pretty quick and it's one of the main ones that I could find with easy access to. And for my fear of heights, I'm going to do Face of Fear by Dean Koontz. Or Koontz? I actually don't know how to pronounce it, but yeah, so those are the ones that I'm doing for this video, and I will see you when I start reading one. Bye! Hi. So, I am just doing a car clip because I have been listening to the audiobook of The Face of Fear by Dean Koontz. I'm doing this for my Conquering My Fear of Heights. This book is essentially about this guy named Graham Harris, and he is apparently a psychic, and he has been seeing in his head the murders of these women, and all these women have been murdered by someone called the Butcher. Now, it has been revealed in the book who the Butcher is, because the point of this book, I'm at the point in the book where the Butcher is on a hunt to kill Graham Harris, because he's worried that he knows who he is, because he just brought out an article, because he just predicted his last murder on live, when he was on live TV. So he's now, I'm at the intense part of the book, so I'll probably end up just smashing out most of this on my drive home. But yeah, he is hunting down this guy because he's worried that he can identify him. And yeah, so I will say it is pretty good so far. And I feel like it's about to get into the real intense stuff, which I think will make it better. But I am filming in the car because I just went and picked up, I dropped one, but I just went and picked up the True Blood series from a lady on Facebook. So I feel like I'll do a reading vlog of these at some point next year. But yeah, so this is just a quick update in the car. And yes, you will see all the clips from this video in daylight, because this is stuff I'm afraid of in real life. And if I do it at night, then that's not... And if I listen to the books with these things at night, it may actually kill me. So I'll catch you guys in wherever I film from for this video next. Bye! So I am just going to film handheld because I can't be bothered putting my camera back on my tripod. But I did finish The Face of Fear, and yes, it is still daytime. This one wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Basically, after I talked to you, the premise kicked in, and the premise was the premise was basically what I told you, but the fear of heights thing came when they were left with 2 options, because they were stuck on the 40th floor, and their only way down was to climb down an elevator shaft or jump out a window. And
Yeah, it was either that or let the man kill them. And I feel like if I was in that situation, it really would have been a tough call, because I'm pissed terrified of heights. So if I was in that situation, would I conquer my fear of heights and jump out and hang out the window, or would I let some madman kill me? Hard to say. It's hard to say, but I do know that I would never work on a higher floor, so I would never have that problem. But yeah, overall, this book was good, but a little bit slow. And then the ending felt a bit rushed. So I am gonna have this book sitting at a 3.5. And yeah, so let's move on to the next one. Hi. So it has been a couple of hours since I finished the book I'm about to talk about, and that is Night of the Mannequins by Stephen Graham Jones. And this one was for my probably irrational fear of mannequins. But this book did show why. Mannequins can kill you if provoked right. But I am gonna have this sit at a 3.5, because while I did enjoy the premise of it, I feel like it felt a bit rushed in parts, and I didn't quite know what was happening. But yeah, I can tick it off, and I feel like the last one's going to be the worst, because out of all of these options, haunted dolls is my biggest fear. So we'll see what happens there, and I will catch you guys in that. Bye! Hi. So, I thought I just went and picked up my Halloween costume. Hopefully you can see the whole thing. When I look back on this in editing, if you can't see it, I'll insert a picture. But essentially, I found this skeleton poncho for like $10. So I just put this on, and clearly I can just put some black clothes underneath, and I am a skeleton. Anyway, now that I just wanted to have this on while I did the final clip for this video before it goes up. But I just finished the last book for the Face My Fears vlog, which is My Fear of Dolls, which is probably my biggest one of the 3 that I'm doing. And I did change books, so instead of reading an ebook where I have to strain my eyes to see the screen, I did an audiobook of Doll Bones by Holly Black. Now, the idea of this one is that they have there's these 3 friends, Zach, Poppy, and Alice. And Poppy has this porcelain doll who she realizes has been possessed by a ghost, which I very much believe will happen. That's what my fear of dolls mostly is. The fact that the porcelain dolls are 100% haunted. All of them. But yeah, so I thought this book was good. Like, it had promise and some very spooky parts. And I did like the friendship between the 3 main characters. But I just feel like parts of it could have been left out, and it would have worked so much better as a story. I think I'm going to give this a 4, because it pretty much justified my fear of dolls. Dolls are pretty much haunted. And I liked that I was justified in this book. Did it stop my fear of dolls? Absolutely not. But at least I tried. Anyway, that is it for my first Halloween video. Facing my fears. Didn't really change anything, but it didn't really change anything. I'm still pissed terrified of all three of these, but it was fun to read the books anyway. And I will see you guys whenever comes next. Bye!